It's now time for our final segment where I introduce you to this week's Newsmaker, Mr. Surendran K Pattel. He was born to daily wage workers in Kerala. He rolled beedies to make ends meet for his family. Sometimes he even worked as a labourer. Pattel had to drop out of school temporarily so that he could work and feed his family. But years of hard work, dedication and determination later, Pattel has become an inspiration for many. He has become the judge of a district court in Texas, the United States. What better time to speak to him than the week of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Mr. Pattel, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to WION. Could you just share the stories from your childhood? How was your early education? What challenges did you face? And how did you get to where you've got to now?
My childhood was not that, promising or inspiring or anything. I was just an ordinary kid and below average student because of the situations at home. We were struggling financially. My mom was really struggling to raise us. So my parents was not literate. I barely passed the SSLC. I usually tell that there is a story of a saying that unrestricted freedom. I enjoyed the unrestricted freedom 2 times in my life, and the first was my education in the high school from 1st standard to 10th standard, where we know that nowadays parents decide even on the moment a child is born, the parents or the society decide which school the kid should go, what course they should study, and which job they should seek, etc., etc. But in my case, that was not the case. There was absolutely no such direction or expectation from my parents because they don't know. They are just illiterate. So I enjoyed that freedom completely, but I did not misuse it.
All right. I guess a question many are going to ask, why law? Why did you choose to pursue law?
I lost my eldest sister when I was 13. It was when I was in the 8th grade. It is still haunting me. Not just me, my entire family. She was such a sweet angel. She was married and she has a 1 year and 3 months old child when she was passing. Justice has not been done in that matter. And at those times, I don't know anything about all of that. But when time passes, I thought that the system is not working in favor of or justice is not being done for the needy and the poor. So I thought that should be the area I should focus when I came back to my educational life. So from pre-degree onwards, my goal was to become a lawyer.
So you practiced in India for a number of years, right? Including before the Supreme Court, before moving to the United States. What, according to you, are the major differences in the two legal systems that you see? And how did your experience of being a lawyer in India help you in your journey in the US?
Both the United States and India following the British common law. Even though there are a lot of rules, regulations, and laws and differences in the constitution, still the fundamentals are based on the British common law. So that fundamentals is the guiding principle, both the United States and India. So being an attorney in both countries, I see a lot of similarity than differences. And my experience in India really helped me to build up my practice, to pass the bar exam, and thereafter to build up my practice in the United States. When I was practicing before the Supreme Court of India, when we moved here into the States, At that time, I had no idea where to go, and I left behind my practice, and it is kind of emotionally frustrating situations. And I was working in a grocery store here. I did some research, and I find that there is a provision in the Texas rules that if you are a common law practicing attorney, you can directly appear the bar, but you should pass the bar within 2 years of your arrival, and you should pass along with the US students, US graduates. So my Indian experience actually helped me to sit the bar, and I studied myself for the bar exam, and I passed in the first attempt. So that also shows that the fundamental similarities than the differences between the two legal systems.
So in your career as a lawyer and a judge in the United States, how have you dealt with the entire question of discrimination?
I personally faced a lot of such challenges, but there was questions about my accent, my nationality of origin, and how long I have been here, living here in this country, etc., etc. All those were questions were asked, and negative campaigns were conducted against me. But at the same time, we should also recognize that I got the citizenship in the year 2017, and I got elected in 2022. So within 5 years span of time, one of the Indian American got elected in one of the highest positions in the state. District judge is not a small position. So I don't think that it is possible in any other country. So while there are challenges and issues of racism and discrimination, I also see the acceptance here. So my opponent was a white attorney. He was practicing here for more than 30 years. His wife is a judge. He's well qualified. But the people of this country and this county considered it doesn't matter how long you have been living here. It does matter how you treated or served the community during the period you lived here. And they decided that even though Surendran Patel is living here for a few years only, he served the community, he would serve the community better. So there is a acceptance factor is here. So they accepted me as a district judge. That is very important. And I think that also should be recognized while we are criticizing the discrimination aspects, the racism aspects. I see both sides. And when I'm balancing both, the fact that they are accepting, that the society is accepting people from across the globe is absolutely amazing.
Mr. Patel, you ran your campaign with the slogan, firm on law, fair on justice. How important is it for you to ensure access to justice for diverse groups of people? That is a problem in the United States sometimes.
That is one of the promise I made, that my courtroom will be available for the public, and there will be a fair treatment to everybody, regardless of their race, color, nationality, the country of their origin, their language, the culture, the way they look, the way they behave. Nothing would be a matter. Everybody will be treated equally in my courtroom, and I believe that most of the judges do the same in this country, and the system is improving and developing, and we all should contribute to that. So when we are talking about the firm on law and fair on justice, that's exactly what the society is expecting. You should be firm while deciding your case, without fear or favor. You should decide the case, and at the same time make sure that it applies fairly to every segment of the society.
Mr. Patel, it was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. So that was our show for this week. We'll see you next week once again with a fresh lineup of some of the biggest stories from around the world. Stories that impact you, inspire you, and also keep you informed. I'm Vikram Chandra, and you're watching This World on WION World is One, India's first and only international news channel. Until we meet again, take care, stay happy, stay safe.